exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Love's Journey.
It's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
April's got some work to do, but I also need to quickly save this game. Oh. Okay, so the game canceled out, but turns out the game saved itself for me, it looks like. I don't want to...
I had to borrow some posters from the cafe, because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing. I got those posters from the cafe.
Okay. Let's see. The bed?
It's been too hot to sleep with a cover, so I don't. I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect. I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine. Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
Let's open the window here. Let some air in from this stuffy room.
It's a picture of me and my friends.
Is there a reason why we need to take a look at it, maybe? Okay, so we've got a picture for some reason.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
Okay, we're just grabbing stuff. I'm going to quickly look inside. What in the world? Cash card.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or 2 left in it.
Okay. So here we have the workstation.
That's my desk. So, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best. It's just a chair. I worry about the exhibition coming up in 2 weeks. This is the net result of my work. A pile of nothing. And it's not even a big pile of nothing. I worry about the exhibition coming up. Shelves. The wardrobe is actually made of real wood, and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over. The wardrobe is actually made of real wood, and...
Okay. Let's go look inside what's in the closet.
I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me.
Okay.
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy Oh, ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
Despite the fact that the game is calling him a monkey anyway.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work. When fame and wealth come... My suitcase.
Okay, let's exit.
I worry about the exhibition coming up in 2 weeks. This is the net result.
She has a painting here.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on. I'm part of the should-be-reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, If I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Okay. I know we could... It was weird. For a minute, you could actually talk to the diary.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Okay, so I thought she worked at her desk here, but turns out she has her studio somewhere else.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
Pretty good, and you?
Fantastic. Listen, April, how about you and me getting together sometime soon? Like, tonight. The pavilion is really cooking this week. We could pop some raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
Sounds like good fun, but not tonight.
Hey, whenever. Just don't expect me to be waiting around for you forever. No chick is worth that heartache. See you around.
Okay.
What an asshole.
Huh, yeah, okay. Free access terminal. What's that?
Computer.
Why can we talk to it?
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a FACT, as in F-A-C-T. Free Access Terminal.
That was... Oh, we can't... Seriously? We can only talk to it. But you said we can't talk to it anymore.
That's
That's
Zach's
curious.
room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will.
Okay, let's go down. Why? Zach's room or apartment? I mean, it's a very small apartment, unless it's like a... Unless we're looking like a college dorm type situation here. Oh, okay. Maybe. Look, I guess that's what we are looking at here. Pizza movie
Pizza
night.
and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap? Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food. Live performances by Royne Dale. Harlequin Masquerade. The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word. Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona.
There's a pink note here.
I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Okay, we
I'm
just took
sorry,
the pink note.
but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day.
Anything
Common room
else to-
duty roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy, manual labor, my favorite.
Think of it as a workout you never
it's
wanted.
Monkey Boy.
Okay, I guess that's it. This is... Oh, this is Fiona here.
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's all right.
Okay, so it's not really a college dorm, but it has that feeling to it. But there's a landlady, not an... Oh, just gonna wait.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
I like how she's now suddenly very tired, but despite the fact that everything we've heard so far, she's like up and awake. Anyway,
I just have a lot of work to do.
For the exhibition. How's that going, darling?
Good. Fine. It's going. Actually, it's not going so well. I haven't felt inspired in a long time. Weeks. I'm scared that I'll never... What would happen if I just ran out of creativity, Fiona? What if I can't ever finish a painting again? Oh God, I've chosen the wrong line of work.
Oh, darling, no. I just think you work too hard. I worry about you all the time, you know.
Don't.
Well, darling, I do. You should work less and play more. When was the last time you had a boyfriend?
God, don't remind me. That's a depressing thought.
Well, there you are. Live, enjoy your youth. It goes by too quickly as it is.
Yeah, you'd know, wouldn't you?
Ooh, that's uncalled for. That's downright mean, April. I'm in a mind to kick your ass for that one, and I've won tougher fights, believe me.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the
Okay.
plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
hey, you're like me. I don't do
Can
well
I
in
ask you a
heat.
few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Haven't I been asking her questions this entire
Tell
time?
me about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey, then? Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling, it wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favorite tenant.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
Okay. Seems like a...
What's up with
here's
Zach Lee?
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
You probably like scaring people, don't you?
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? There's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
So wait, are we in Venice?
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
Can you tell me something about the border house?
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
Oh my god, there's a whole load of stuff to talk about. Unfortunately, I can't see...
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
Okay, so we are in America, but the place is called Venice, and for some reason she's also talking about Newport, which maybe is where someone once lived. I'm actually kind of
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to actually have to end the set here. So, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!